West Coast League are proud of the reputation of the league. We'd like to ensure that the ballpark hosts safe and enjoyable events for all of our visitors all summer long. Please help us in making this possible. And also thank you for joining us in promoting good sportsmanship on and off the playing field. Thank you for your cooperation. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35. Now sit back, relax, and let's have some fun here at David Sawyer Field. Let's go Black Bears.
Let's go Black Bears. Let's go to Black Bears. Whoa. Oh, shit.
Move it to your right. Yeah, more. That's good. Yeah, okay, good. Yep, this side's okay? That's two. That's number two? One's this one. Yeah, that's good. We'll work it. Yep. Our first nine. Alright, thank you, sir. Alright. I'm turning your mic off.
For the first time in 2025, it is time for Cowlitz Black Bears baseball at David Story Field. Welcome to David Story Field, everybody. I'm Evan Patoka, and we have a big home opener here between the Cowlitz Black Bears and the reigning champions, the Portland Pickles. The Pickles won the West Coast League after upsetting the Evil Empire in Corvallis, and then beating Wenatchee on a walk-off single by Connor Stewart, who we will be seeing in the starting lineup. Let's take a look at that lineup for the Portland Pickles. Leading it off, Kevin Smith in center field. Kyle McDaniel is batting second at second. Case Naoni is at first batting third. Bryson Glasgow, DH in the cleanup spot. Josh Schleichhardt in right field batting fifth. Zion Williams in left batting sixth. Connor Stewart, as we mentioned earlier, in the lineup, catching batting seventh. Tyler Harries at third batting eighth. B.D. Soder Jr., the 9-hole hitter, playing shortstop against a returner for Cowlitz. Two straight starters who have been returners. It's Alex Buchanan. He was here last year. Pitching from the left side, had a 7.04 ERA and 15 innings pitched last year for the Bears. Versus Portland, he only pitched one game, had .1 innings pitched, gave up two hits and 2 walks for a good Portland team who, as we said, the reigning champions, and they're looking to be the first team to win back-to-back champions not named Corvallis since the 2009-10 Wenatchee Apple Sox. And they hope their run starts today here at David Story Field. The Cowlitz Black Bears are trying to make the postseason for their first time since 2023, their second trip in 3 years if they make it this season. As we are just about ready to get going here from David Story Field. The Black Bears rocking some new unis, the all cream look. Cream jerseys, cream pants, and nice cowlets across the chest. Looking a little bit like the San Francisco Giants jerseys. As we are about to get set here for the first pitch of the 2025 regular season. Kevin Smith will stand in as we are ready to go. Underway in the 2025 regular season. First pitch is in the zone for strike one. Buchanan pitched at Ottawa University his junior season in 2025. Here is the 0-1 pitch, as that one is just outside for ball one. Buchanan stands at 6'3", 210 pounds. He drove 27 hours from Kansas. Ottawa University is in Kansas to be here. He is from the area, though, from Castle Rock, Washington. Pitches that one inside, and it's ball two. Kevin Smith, on the other hand, the leadoff hitter, he is committed to UNLV. He will be playing there next season. Played in a couple of their non-league matchups. The Pickles have already played 3 games, all exhibitions. Shows bunt, brings it back, and it's high and outside at ball 3. We did see a lot of walks yesterday from Cowlitz against the Raptors yesterday at the Ridgefield Outdoor Recreation Complex. A lot of walks, a lot of hit batters. Cowlitz looking to alleviate that problem, but even though they still did win 9-2 in that one. 3-1 pitch is high and outside, and it's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Kevin Smith, and there's one on here with nobody out in the first. That'll bring up Kyle McDaniel. Kyle McDaniel from Paw Rump, Nevada. Played for Utah Tech his sophomore season this year. Also played in the 2 non-league games, one versus the Portland Gherkins and the other one versus the Gresham Grey Wolves, who basically turned into the Portland Pickles back in 2018. Smith on first. Lefty-lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Is in the zone, just hits the outside edge for strike one. McDaniel so far in this short season, 2 for 7 in those 2 games versus the Grey Wolves and the Gherkins. Buchanan has not pitched yet this season. Outside on the fastball, and it's 1-1. McDaniel was also recruited by South Dakota State, North Dakota State, Wayne State, and Southwest Minnesota State, so it seemed like all the North colleges wanted him. Ends up going to Utah Tech, which is in St. George, Utah, Southwest, kind of near where he's from. Breaking ball hits the zone, and it's 1-2. He had a really good year this season, McDaniel. He hit 367, had 77 hits in 55 games. Pickoff move goes past Garitano into right field, and that'll allow Kevin Smith to take 2 bases. He gets all the way to third. It was supposed to be a surprise pickoff move, and it didn't seem like Garitano was ready for it. And it allows Kevin Smith to get all the way to third, so now he's 90 feet away with nobody out in the first. Buchanan's throw goes wide, and there's a lot of space out there in foul territory, and Kevin Smith, the leadoff hitter, is speedy. Allows him to take 2 bags. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball just misses inside. It's 2-2. Case Naoni on deck. He also went to Utah Tech this season. So 2 teammates hitting back-to-back in this Portland Pickles lineup. 2-2. Chopper up the middle, played by Wynn. Throw on to first is not in time. A good diving catch by Garitano to avoid it getting to the backstop, but not in time as a run will score and the Pickles lead it 1-0 early. So now it'll be Case Naoni to stand in after his teammate hits a infield single, RBI infield single to score a run. As already 1-0 Portland here in the top of the first. First pitch to Naoni. He drops the bunt down. Buchanan has it, makes the throw to first, and it's dug up by Garitano. A nice pick, as that'll be the first out. Runner in McDaniel advances to second. So they're going to call that error. They're going to call that on McDaniel an error. And also the error on the pickoff move that allowed Smith to get to third. So runner on second here, 1 out, and it'll be Bryson Glasgow stepping up to the plate. First pitch from Buchanan, high and inside for ball 1. Glasgow played for Clackamas Community College, but he is committed to Oregon State for next season. He had a really good year. Clackamas went 56 for 128. That's a 438, as that one gets behind Carmona at the backstop, and it allows Naoni to take third. So some early sloppy play here from Cowlitz in the first inning. An error, a couple of wild throws, and now the wild pitch. 2-0 now to Glasgow. Grounded to second, Win. He's been busy. He makes the throw on to first for the second out. Run will score, and it's 2-0 Pickles. So the Pickles taking advantage, getting some productive outs, but also taking advantage of a bit of sloppy play from the Cowlitz defense. That defense, Finnegan Stewart's in left field, Blake Mattern's in center, Trent Wainfeld's in right. Garitano is at first, Wynn is at second, Nelson at short, Sam Davidson at third, and Jose Carmona behind the dish. Breaking ball gets Josh Schleichart, the next hitter, to take a big whiff and a miss, and it's 0-1. Here is the 0-1, 2 outs here in the first. That one's driven into center field, and that'll drop in for a base hit. Schleichart has himself a single. He trips, rounding first. Throw back to first, and he'll get back there safely. Seemed like he tripped up on the turf there, rounding first, but he's there with a single. Second hit of the inning for the Pickles. And now it'll be Zion Williams for his first at-bat. He played yesterday versus the Gresham Gray Wolves. He went 1 for 3, scored twice, drove in a run, but got hit twice in the 12-2 victory from the Pickles. There goes Schleichart running. Ball is inside. Throw on to second is not in time, as Schleichart has himself a stolen base. He's now into scoring position for Williams at the plate. Williams went to LMU, teammates with some of the guys on Cowlitz's squad. From University Place, Washington, so he's from around the area. Here's the 1-0 from Buchanan. That hits the inside corner for strike one. Schleichart taking a decent lead. Wynn nearly covering him. Gets looked back, though, from Buchanan. He winds and deals a little bit high for ball two. Williams, 6'3", 235 pounds. Went to Curtis Senior High School. Was at Tacoma Community College in the NWAC before going to LMU. That one's inside, and it's 3-1. Majoring in economics. Like a lot of these guys are majoring in economics or business or communications. Don't blame them. Here's the 3-1. Grounder up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding third. Schleichart almost trips again. Throw to the plate's way offline. Buchanan's throw to second. Scooped up, and that'll be dropped. So some more sloppy play, but the Pickles score another run. It's 3-0. Schleichart having a good amount of trouble rounding the bases. He tripped twice, rounding first and rounding third. He almost fell, almost hit the deck rounding third, but he caught himself and was able to score easily. The throw was a bit offline from Matt Turn in center, and the throw from Buchanan to second wasn't able to get scooped up, so that's a single, and he advances to second on the throw. Does Williams, so now he's in scoring position. They trade places. Connor Stewart takes one inside, hits the zone for strike one. He hit the walk-off single to win the West Coast League for the Pickles last season against the Apple Sox. There's a bobbled grounder at short that allowed the winning run to score. Swings through that one on the breaking ball for strike two. Stewart went to Long Beach State this season as a senior. Hit .217, 23 hits in 41 games. From Clinton, Ohio, there goes Williams. Called third strike, it's in the dirt. Carmona throws it over to first for the third out, but 3 runs come in on some sloppy play in the first inning from the Black Bears defense. We head to the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Pickles.
One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Bottom of the first, and Cowlitz already having to dig themselves out of a deficit, 3-0 here in the bottom of the first. Trent Wainfeld stands in as the leadoff man. He was leading off yesterday against the Ridgefield Raptors. First pitch here from the starter, Brock Roundy, who also went to Utah Tech. A lot of Utah Tech guys on this Pickles squad. First pitch is in the zone for strike one. Wainfeld went 1 for 3 yesterday against Ridgefield, had 2 RBIs, 2 strikeouts on the day. That one skied foul off to the right out of play. Wainfeld from Linfield played his junior season there under Dan Spencer. It's also their last year, and in 2023 when Carl Johnson, the assistant coach at Cowlitz this season, was there as an assistant coach. Pitch is outside for ball 1. Brock Roundy out of Washington, Utah. 5'8", but he throws pretty quick here. So that one's fouled off. It's going to go out of play, and it'll stay 1-2. Roundy chose Utah Tech over schools like Hawaii, Sac State, Utah Valley, who's in the tournament right now, Portland, Washington State, Old Dominion. A lot of schools were recruiting him out of Pineview High School and Clark College, where he pitched in 2024. That one's outside for ball 2. He was also with the Pickles in 2024 and 2023. Didn't play against Cowlitz last season, but in 2023 he pitched 2.1 innings and gave up 3 earned runs on 4 hits. That's driven into left field. Converging under it is Williams, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first, and it'll be Tyler Nelson. Let's take a look at this Black Bears lineup. After Wainfeld and Nelson, it's Jose Carmona Jr., then Finnegan Stewart batting cleanup. Sam Davidson bats 5th. Matt Champion, the DH, bats 6th. Blake Mattern in the 7th spot. Cade Wynn batting 8th, and Nicky Garitano batting 9th. A good amount of people from yesterday still starting today, as that first pitch is to the backstop for ball 1. Nelson had a really good diving play yesterday against Ridgefield. That one's scooped up by Stewart in the dirt for ball 2. Roundy had an 8.62 ERA in 47 innings with Utah Tech this season. Swing and a miss, a big hack for Nelson, and it's 2-1. Nelson went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs yesterday, as that one's outside for ball 3. Combined 11 walks yesterday between Cowlitz and Ridgefield's pitching staffs. That one's in the dirt, and it's ball 4, so walk party continues into today, as Nelson will take the free base. He'll take first, and there's 1 on with 1 out for Jose Carmona Jr. Carmona has a new bat after breaking it yesterday. From Odessa College, originally from Barinas, Venezuela, moved to the U.S. Went to Orlando, Florida for a few years, then to Texas, where he currently resides. Takes that one low and outside for ball 1. Committed to Loyola Marymount, so he's got a lot of his future teammates next year on both these squads. 0-1 is inside. Check swing did not go, and it's 2-0. Tyler Nelson, 12 stolen bags at Rogers State this season, so he has some speed and he's willing to run, taking a relatively middle lead. That one's low for ball 3. Bottom of the first, 3-0. Portland leads it. Cowlitz going to need the bats to light up again here as they did yesterday, as that one hits the outside for strike one. Carmona was taking all the way. Finn Stewart on deck. 3-1. Chopper to second. They're not going to be able to get the out at second, but the quick throw to first from McDaniel, and that is the second out. Good use of speed there from Nelson. He's able to avoid the double play as he's into scoring position now with 2 outs for Finn Stewart. Finn Stewart facing off against his teammate in Brock Roundy, as both these guys are at Utah Tech. I feel like Utah Tech has been mentioned already way too much, and it's only the bottom of the first, but there's just so many guys here from Utah Tech, formerly known as Dixie State. That one's in the dirt. Nice scoop from Stewart behind the dish, and it's 1-0. Portland has 12 returners from last year's team. That one's driven into center field. Going under it is Smith, and he'll make the running grab out there in center for the third out. So we head to the top of the second. Nothing doing for the Black Bears as Portland leads it by 3.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Top of the second, and Alex Buchanan is going to need a big comeback inning here, giving up 3. Only 1 earned, though, because of the error in the first inning, as he will be facing off against Tyler Harry's Petey Soto Jr., and then back to the top of the lineup in Kevin Smith. Portland trying to add on here in the top of the second. Trying to put this a little bit more out of reach for the Black Bears offense. They scored 9 yesterday, but also the Pickles offense has been scoring a lot. They've also played 2 more games. First pitch to Tyler Harries. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Tyler Harries out of the University of San Francisco from Federal Way, Washington, so didn't have to go too far to get here, or to Portland is where they're held right now. Went 0 for 4 yesterday against Gresham. Drove in a run and walked. Second pitch is way outside. It's ball 1. Harry's hit 190 at San Francisco, home of the Dons. 1-1 pitch is inside and low for ball 2. So the Pickles played the Gresham Grey Wolves. They won 12-2. Played the Gherkins on Wednesday. They won 5-2. Played the Portland Rosebuds on Tuesday and won 18-1. 2-1 grounded, picked at third by Davidson. He'll make the throw. It will be high but he'll get the tag off. Good play at first by Garitano. Throws a bit wide, but he was able to make the tag to get the first out. Still not great that there's still some more sloppy play here from the Black Bears. Davidson's throw was a bit offline, but a good quick thinking by Garitano at first. UNLV native, we'll see him bat at some point in the next couple innings. But now it's the 9-hitter Petey Soto Jr. as he'll take strike one. And would you believe it, he also went to Utah Tech. So many Utah Tech guys. He's from Las Vegas originally, grew up in St. George, so it is his hometown team. You can't blame him for staying in his hometown. That one's in the dirt, can't get scooped up by Carmona, and it's 1-1. He played both games versus Gresham and Portland Gherkins. Went 1 for 3 against Gresham with a run, RBI and a strikeout. Went 1 for 4 against the Gherkins on Wednesday with a stolen base. Here's the 1-1 from Buchanan. Popped up foul, and that'll get out of play. 1-2. Soto Jr. played 55 games, pretty much almost all the games. He hit a 3-run home run against the Rosebuds in the first game the Pickles played on Tuesday. He's also a fellow returner. 1-2, high and outside, and it's 2-2. He also played for the Kenai Peninsula Otters of the Alaskan Baseball League. Hitting in this 9 spot, it'll be the top of the lineup, and Kevin Smith up next. That's grounded to second. Cade Wynn scoops it, and it gets past him. Into right field for a base hit as Petey Soto Jr. has his first hit of the regular season. And on first here with 1 out. 3-0, 4 hits. All of them have been singles for the Portland Pickles. And back to the top of the lineup in Kevin Smith. Walked, end up coming around to score the first run in the first inning. Throw back to first. Soto Jr. gets back safely. Petey had 8 stolen bases with Utah Tech this season. First pitch is in the zone for strike one. Buchanan, before Ottawa, played at Clackamas Community College and also played with the Edmonton Riverhawks in 2022. That one's outside for ball one. Did not play in 2023 because he had Tommy John surgery. Transferred to Ottawa University, didn't play in 2024, but as mentioned earlier, was here with Cowlitz. Both returners from last year's Black Bears team, Chase Brushy. Pick off to first, throw to second, and they got Petey Soto Jr. Great pickoff move from Alex Buchanan as they're able to catch Petey Soto Jr. on the base paths, and that's the second out. Good amount of pickoff so far from Buchanan, and that one ends up working to perfection as Garitano throws it over to Nelson. He applies the tag, and now nobody on. 2 outs here. Could be the first scoreless frame for the Black Bears of this 2025 regular season. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Big hack. It looked like Kevin Smith almost fell on that turf like Josh Slikart rounding the bases, and it's 1-2. So Brushy, Buchanan, the 2 returners, both starting. Brushy started yesterday for Ridgefield, against Ridgefield. That one's outside, 2-2. Brushy pitched 1.1 innings 1 1/3, gave up a hit, didn't allow any runs, but walked 3. Struck out 2. 3 of the 11 walks from both pitching staffs yesterday in the 9-2 Cowlitz victory. That one's grounded foul down the third base line. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Three runs, 4 hits, no errors so far here in the top of the second for the Portland Pickles. Cowlitz's offense, they've only gone through about a third of it, but need to pick up the pace here and keep the runs coming in like they did yesterday. That one's grounded to Davidson at third, and he'll make the throw across to first. And that'll do it for the top of the second inning. We go to the bottom half of the second. 3-0, Pickles lead it.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Sam Davidson leads off the bottom of the second inning. Brock Roundy back out there for another inning as Davidson is in his first at-bat. The Black Bears down 3 here early. Roundy lefty against a righty Davidson here. He was busy last inning, got a couple of ground balls as that one's popped up foul ground. And it'll go out of play on the right side. And it's 0-1. Davidson went 1 for 4, scored a run, drove in a run, struck out twice yesterday against Ridgefield. 0-1 just misses outside, and it's 1-1. Davidson very used to this stadium. He played for Lower Columbia College this season. That's driven into left field. That's back. Zion Williams at the track, and he'll make the grab and fall over. A very interesting catch from Williams. It didn't seem like he kind of knew where it was going until he turned around and had to have some quick thinking. It was a good drive out there for Davidson, but Williams makes the catch, and that's the first out. Matt Champion, the designated hitter, comes up for his first at-bat. Another Loyola Marymount product in this game. Loyola Marymount and Utah Tech seem to be the stars of this one. Check swing fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Champion hit a nice double down the opposite field line, brought Davidson to third yesterday against Ridgefield. Both of them ended up scoring in that 4-run second inning. So that's hacked and missed by Champion, and it's 0-2. Overall, Champion went 1 for 3, that double being his only hit. He scored twice, though. He walked twice and struck out. That's a chopper back to Roundy down the first base line, and it will stay foul. We'll do it again at 0-2. Champion swinging at a lot of those outside pitches. That one just off the end of the bat. Kind of like the first pitch that he fouled back to the screen, but he'll be heading back to the batter's box for another 0-2. Champion only 19 years old, 6 foot tall, 175 pounds, went to Sarah High School, originally from Laguna Niguel, California. 0-2, high, and it's 1-2. Champion played on the USA 18U national team 2022 and 2023, as that one's low for ball 2. He's a top 500 player in Baseball America's rankings last season, but in 2025 didn't play for LMU as he was a redshirt freshman. Champion calls time. Roundy threw a very slow pitch and it's not going to count. Champion called timeout right on time, and we'll do it again here, 2-2. So Portland leading it 3-0 here in the bottom of the second, 1 out. After the deep fly ball from Davidson, and now the 2-2 to Champion. That one's high and the count runs full. So good plate discipline from Champion after swinging at the first 3 pitches and fouling two of them off. It's now up to 3-2. As that one hits the edge, and that is strike 3. Champion goes down looking. Good frame job from Connor Stewart. This Champion will head back to the seats. Blake Mattern will stand in, as he also is familiar with this stadium. Played for Lower Columbia this season. First pitch hits the zone for strike 1. Mattern hit .282. Got 29 hits in 44 games this season with Lower Columbia. In the dirt, good block from Stewart, and it's 1-1. Mattern drove in the first run of the game yesterday for Cowlitz against Ridgefield. Overall went 2 for 4 with 2 runs. That 1 RBI he drove in and a walk, pulls back the bunt, and it's called ball 2. Mattern, one of the few lefty hitters that Cowlitz has. 2-1. Drops the bunt down again, and it rolls foul down the third base line, 2-2. He had a nice bunt single yesterday against Ridgefield. The first of 2 really good bunt singles from him and Garetano, who we'll see if him and Cade Wynn, who's on deck, both get on. Mattern's bunt single went down the third base line, able to easily make it to first. That's driven into right field. Going back on it is Schleikart, and he'll make the grab at the track. So a couple of hard hit balls, but not hard enough in this pitcher's park as we head to the top of the third. The Pickles are leading it 3-0.
June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com. Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event.
Baseball brings on the sounds of summer, and Peace Health is excited to again join with the Cowlitz Black Bears as a sponsor. We're ready to cheer on the team as they vie for the West Coast League title. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark to enjoy a fun, family-friendly outdoor event featuring a dynamic team that will have everyone cheering. Peace Health has our team of medical experts on deck devoted to caring for you, the home team. Whether it's an annual routine appointment, a sports physical or specialty or emergency care, we're here for you every day. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, two great teams in our community. Top of the third here as Alex Buchanan is back out on the mound, and he'll be facing Kyle McDaniel to lead off this top of the third inning. Pickles are leading it 3-0. Lefty on lefty matchup here, Buchanan versus McDaniel. McDaniel fouls it off his leg, and it's strike one. McDaniel hit a single in his first at-bat, ended up scoring the second run for the Pickles. He takes that one outside. Buchanan sets, ready to go. The 1-1. That's blooped into center field. Going under it is Mattern, and he'll make the easy grab for out number one. So quick first out here again for Buchanan. Had a nice 1-2-3 after a good pickoff move to get P.D. Soto Jr. on the base paths in the last inning. And now it'll be Case Naoni, number 3 hitter, coming in. He got a sacrifice hit in his last at bat. Advanced McDaniel to second. He comes around to score. First pitch here from Buchanan. In the dirt, and it's ball one. Case has a brother named Barron, as he plays tight end for the University of Washington. Pretty big school in terms of football. So if you've heard of the last name Naoni, that might be why. He bloops that one into center. Matt turns busy out there this inning. He calls off Wainfeld, and he'll make the easy grab for out number 2. So mark that down as 2 straight F8s. As Bryson Glasgow will head to the batter's box for his second at-bat. Glasgow won NWAC Player of the Week this season, March 3rd through March 9th. First pitch to him, good framing by Carmona. Gets the call for strike one. Got Player of the Week on March 8th versus Chemeketa. Went 4 for 4, 4 runs season high. Hit a double, a triple, and a home run, so he hit for the cycle. So that one's fouled down the first base line, foul. Not only did he hit for the cycle, he hit for the cycle in a game that only lasted 7 innings on March 8th. So I think a pretty deserved Player of the Week for Glasgow. Also on March 6th, he went 4 for 4. 0-2 is outside. Carmona was looking like he was about to throw it around the diamond, but misses, and it's 1-2. So the 1-2 Glasgow on his second at-bat. He grounded to win at second in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch, and it hits him on the leg. So Glasgow will take his base, his free base. That's the first hit by pitch of the game so far. The second free base given out by Buchanan in his 2 2/3. And now it'll be Josh Schleichart in his second at-bat. Glasgow takes the lead off of first. Schleichart wearing the high socks, low pants. Portland's wearing the green jerseys and the gray pants tonight. So that one's low for ball 1. Schleichart singled in his first at-bat, stole a bag on the first pitch while he was on first, came around to score on the single by Zion Williams, who stands on deck. 1-0's inside that, almost hits him too, and it's 2-0. Schleichart played at Vanguard College his senior season this season in 2025. Throw back to first on another pickoff attempt. No go, though. Glasgow back safely. Schleichart went 2 for 3 in the 2 games he played yesterday versus Gresham and on Wednesday versus the Gherkins. 2-2 is high, and that's ball 3. Schleichart, one of the returners, but also the only returner who is here for his 4th season. He was here in 2022, 2023, and 2024, and is back here for his 4th campaign as that one hits him. It could have been inside for ball 4, as he will take his free base. Going to have a meeting on the mound between Carmona and Buchanan as Schleichart takes his base. No threat at stealing, especially since he's got a guy in front of him, Glasgow, at second. Glasgow did steal 7 bags this season for Clackamas. But it'll be Zion Williams looking for a chance to drive in another run. He's already got an RBI single in this game. That's what happened in his first at-bat. Glasgow on second, Schleichart on first. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch hits the zone for strike 1. So 2 walks for Buchanan so far in this one, and a hit by pitch. 3 runs have come in, only 1 earned. That's chopped back to short. It'll be a quick play for Nelson. He'll make the throw on to first for the out. A great play from Tyler Nelson, and that will do it for the top of the 3rd. We head to the bottom half of the frame. Pickles lead it 3-0.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Brock Roundy, besides the walk to Tyler Nelson, has retired everybody he's seen so far. A really good outing through 2 innings as he's back out for the third. Bottom of the third now as the Pickles lead it by 3. It'll be Cade Wynn in his first at-bat of the game. Standing in from the right side, he'll show bunt. Whiffs on that one, and it's strike 1. Cade Wynn came in as a pinch hitter for Javi Vasquez yesterday. Went 0 for 1 after Vasquez struck out twice in the Ridgefield game. That one's outside for ball 1. Cade Wynn from Mount Hood Community College. Hit 273. 1-1 fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Nicky Garitano, the 9-hitter, is after Wynn, and then it's back to the top of the lineup in Trent Wainfeld. One, two. Fouled back to the screen, almost in the same spot. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Portland last year when they scored first went 29-5. Finished 40-14 last season. That one's right down the pipe. And Wynn just looks at it for strike 3. So the second strikeout of the day for Roundy, and that's the first out here in the third. Nicky Garitano will stand in. He had a good play at first. Offline throw from Davidson. He was able to make the grab. Come off the base, but still tag the runner to get the out. In a fairly sloppy first inning, which allowed 3 runs to score for the Pickles. That one's low for ball 1. Pickles, as mentioned earlier, went 40-14 in the regular season. Started the season 9-6, but went 31-8 to end the season. Low for ball 2, and of course, as we know, they ended up winning the entire thing, their first championship last season. That one's in the zone, and it's strike 1. Garitano, UNLV, played for them this season, his junior season. He was at College of Southern Nevada for 2 seasons under his dad, Nick, who's the head coach at the College of Southern Nevada. That one's driven into center field. Smith is under it, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. So that is now 7 straight retired by Brock Roundy in his outing. Still Tyler Nelson, the only player to get on base, and that was with a walk. Still no hits for the Black Bears in this one. Trent Wainfeld stands in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And he'll take strike 1 in the inside corner. Flew out to center in his first at-bat in the first inning. Here's the 0-1 from Roundy. That one just misses, and it's 1-1. Wainfeld from L.A. went to Granada Hills Charter High School. That's a short grounder to third, picked up by Harries. Long throw over to first, and they got him. Good throw by Harries across the diamond to first, and another 1-2-3 inning from Roundy. That'll do it for the third inning. We head to the top of the fourth. The Black Bears down 3 to the Pickles.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Top of the fourth, and the designated hitter Matt Champion now comes into pitch as he's a two-way player. So going from hitting to behind the mound, trying to keep the Portland offense at bay here in the fourth. They'll be facing the bottom three in the Pickles lineup: Connor Stewart, Tyler Harris, Petey Soto Jr. Any of them get on, it'll be back to the top of the lineup in Kevin Smith. First pitch from Champion is popped up foul. It's going to get out of play on the right side, and it's strike one. The sun is starting to get into view here a little bit before it starts peeking behind those trees and making its final descent today. 7:32 Pacific Standard Time here in Longview, Washington. Here's the 0-1, and it hits him on the arm, or maybe the shoulder area, and he'll take his free base. That's the second hit by pitch today for Black Bears pitching. And the leadoff man is on here. We'll bring up Tyler Harris, who made a really good play at third to end the bottom of the third. It's a soft grounder to him. He had to act quickly, made a nice quick throw across the diamond to first. Ended the third inning. Still no hits for the Black Bears. 4 of them on the day for the Pickles. Champion now having to deal with a man on first, nobody out. The bunts drop down into a roll foul over to the Pickles dugout. Champion, when he played for the 18U national team, the U.S. 18U national team, he pitched, had a 7 ERA in 2 innings in 2022 and had a 3.65 ERA in 7.2 innings in 2023 versus Korea in the bronze medal game. Here's the 0-1 outside, and it's 1-1. Harry's grounded out to third in the second inning, his first at bat. Harry's, before going to the University of San Francisco, was at Centralia College for 2 years and was with the Pickles last year as he skies this one into shallow center field. Calling it is Nelson, heading over to where second is, and he'll make the grab. It seemed like Nelson had called off everybody from the start as Cade Wynn moved out of his position at second, moved over to short. It seemed like they switched places a little bit as Nelson had it all the way, and he makes the grab for the first out. Petey Soto Jr. stands in for his second at bat. He singled in the second, got caught on a pickoff by Buchanan. That one's fouled back off the mask of Carmona, and it's 0-1. Man on first and Stewart after the hit by pitch. Champion after the hit by pitch, having a good time of controlling the zone a little bit better here. Here's the 0-1 as that one's high for ball one. Stewart not too big of a stolen base threat. Doesn't steal too often, but his throw back to first is not in time as Champion seems to think he's a threat. Didn't take too big of a lead off of first for him to throw. Still a little bit 2-3 step lead off of first. That one's high. Throw back to first is way high, and it'll get into right field. Connor Stewart will take second, and it's bobbled out there in right field by Wainfeld. Stewart no advance, though. He takes the extra 90 feet on the high throw from Carmona. Second error of the day for the Black Bears. Now a runner in scoring position here with one out, and it's still 1-1 here to Petey Soto Jr. as that one's inside, backs him up a little bit, and it's 2-1. The 3-1 pitch hits him on the helmet. Very wild pitching from Champion. Soto seems to be okay. That one hit him right on the helmet. And it's another hit by pitch. He doesn't seem too happy about it as he flings his gear back to the Pickles dugout. Some wild pitching from Champion in his first pitching outing of the season, as head coach Dan Spencer will come give him a little chat. Dan Spencer in his first season. The entire coaching staff of the Black Bears is new this season. Spencer is the head coach at Linfield University. Has a really long coaching career. He was at Tacoma Community College to start off in 1991. Was the manager at Green River Community College from 1992 to 1996, where he had a 131-67 record. Went back to the assistant coaching role at Oregon State, in which he was a catalyst in winning back-to-back championships for Oregon State in 2006 and 2007, where he then became the manager at Texas Tech between 2009 and 2012, managing Texas Tech to a 115-112 record. A couple more assistant coaching jobs on the pitching end at New Mexico and Washington State before taking the job at Linfield in 2020. So after the mound visit, it'll be the top of the lineup in Kevin Smith with 2 on, as that one will be ball 1. Smith walked in the first, grounded out to third in the second, and now takes the 1-0 high for ball 2. It doesn't seem like Champion has much control on his pitches. They keep going high and inside. He's already hit 2 batters in the first 3 he's faced. Free bases have been killers so far today for the Black Bears. That one's outside, and it's 3-0. So 3 hit by pitches, 2 walks, 5 free bags given up by the pitching staff of Cowlitz. 2-0. That one hits the zone for strike 1. Stewart on second, Soto Jr. on first. Kevin Smith, the future UNLV Rebel. 2-1, that's over the jump of Wynn into right center field. Rounding third and scoring is Stewart. And it's an RBI single for Kevin Smith. The Pickles lead it 4-0. Well, if we were in Portland right now, they would definitely be raising those chairs, which they do in the bullpen. Why do they do that? I don't think anybody really knows why, but they do it. They're a team. They're definitely a team that does some weird things. But they are up 4 right now after the RBI single from Kevin Smith, and now Kyle McDaniel drops down the bunt down the first base line. Picked up by Garitano, throw it over to Wynn covering first, but another run will score. The sacrifice hit works to perfection, and it's 5-0 Pickles. Case Naoni is now up with a man on second and 2 outs after the sacrifice bunt by Kyle McDaniel on the first pitch. First pitch here to Naoni is in the zone for strike one. So Stewart scores on the RBI single from Kevin Smith. P.D. Soto Jr. scores on the sac bunt. That one's popped up foul. It'll get out of play. And it's 0-2. So those two hit by pitches come back to bite the Black Bears and Matt Champion as they both come around to score, extending the lead to 5. That one's in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Naoni got a sacrifice hit in the first. Flew out to Matt Turn in center in the third. Now up here in the fourth, his third AB. Takes the 1-2, swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the top of the fourth. Champion hits two batters. They both come around to score as the Pickles lead at 5-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth.
You know what it takes to be successful when you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do. Bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Tyler Nelson will lead us off here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Nelson Carmona Jr. and Finnegan Stewart, the 2-3-4 guys going up against Brock Roundy, who's been pitching a gem so far through 3 innings. Has only allowed one base runner on a walk by Tyler Nelson. Everybody else has gone out. He's retired the last 8 he has faced. That one is outside for ball 1. As we said, Nelson walked in the first inning. The only batter to get on base for the Black Bears offense, who's gone cold after their 9-run outburst yesterday. Swing and a miss from Nelson, and it's 1-1. Nelson from Salem, Utah, went to Rogers State in Claremore, Oklahoma. 1-1 from Roundy is down for ball 2. Well, Portland currently leading at 5-0. Last year when they scored 5 or more runs, they were 35-2. That one's up the middle, over to short. Soto Jr. will make the throw over to first, and that's the first out. So that is 9 straight retired by Roundy. Still no hits for the Black Bears as Jose Carmona Jr. will step up to the plate for his second at-bat. He grounded out to second in McDaniel in his first at-bat. Yeah, 35-2 when the Pickles score 5 or more runs. So if this team's anything like last season's, it's not looking too good for the Black Bears as that one's in the zone for strike 1. Going to Carmona. That's grounded up the middle, and it's a sliding by McDaniel, but Carmona, and he's out. It was a close one, and it was a nice sliding grab by McDaniel at second. He's able to get Carmona out by just a bit, maybe less than a half step. It was a really bang-bang call from the umpire, and quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Finn Stewart up for his second at-bat. He flied out to center in his first one. First pitch is grounded up past the 5-5 hole into left field for a base hit. And the Black Bears are finally on the board with their first hit of the ball game. Finn Stewart with a single. So we won't be seeing a no-hitter, but Black Bears still need to score some runs here, down 5. Sam Davidson flew out to left field in his first at-bat. First pitch is in the zone for strike 1. Well, Cowlitz, when their opponent scores first last season, was 9-17. So that one's in the dirt for ball 1. When they score 4 less runs last season, they were 4-23. So Finn Stewart on first, and now the 1-1 is down for ball 2. Davidson in his last at-bat, he flew out to the left. It was a deep fly ball, and Zion Williams had some trouble catching it. That one's grounded to Soto again. Throw on to second, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 4th. So first base hit for the Black Bears, but doesn't come around to score as they are still down 5-0 to the Pickles as we head to the 5th.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200. Weather Guard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard!
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, the Black Bears have more errors than hits in this one. 2 errors and 1 hit as we are at the top of the 5th inning. Matt Champion is back out there for another inning as he'll be facing Bryson Glasgow, Josh Schleichart, and Zion Williams. The middle of the lineup, 4, 5, 6 guys for the Pickles. Champion hit 2 batters last inning. Both of them came around to score, making it 5-0 Pickles, and that's where we're at right now. 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Pickles so far through 4. First pitch is high for ball 1. One-0 is inside for ball 2. It seems like Matt Champion is missing a lot inside in his outing so far. That's what causes him to hit 2 right-handed batters as he's throwing it way inside. But that one hits the zone right down the middle for strike 1. Two-one. fouled back and out of play up above the press box as it is 2-2. So Glasgow grounded out to second in the first and got hit by a pitch. One of the 3 by Black Bears pitching in the third. He fouls that one back to the screen, and it remains 2-2. Now the 2-2 to Glasgow is way high for ball 3. Missing a lot high and inside is Champion. We'll see if he still hits for himself or not in the next inning, or if they get a pinch hitter for him. That one's driven into the gap in left center field. That'll get down for a base hit and all the way to the wall. Glasgow rounding first. He's going to head into second with a leadoff double. So a good hit into the gap for Bryson Glasgow, and the first extra base hit of the game for either team. He is in scoring position now with nobody out. Josh Schleikart comes in. He is 1 for 1, has a single and a stolen base in the first, walked in the third. He's gone on twice. That one's high for ball 1. Schleikart before Vanguard was at Clark College down the road in Vancouver, Washington. Another one inside, and it's ball 2. Schleikart not only was with the Pickles, but played 1 game. Count it, 1 game with the Black Bears. He was 0 for 3 in that 1 game, but he did play 1 game. June 5th, 2021 against Walla Walla. Skied into center field. Matt Turn is under it. Makes the running grab, and no tag at second from Glasgow, as that is the first out. Zion Williams stands to the box for his 3rd plate appearance, but seems like Dan Spencer will be taking the ball from Matt Champion, and we have a pitching change here from David Story Field. We'll have to see who comes in, but Matt Champion responsible for the guy on second, but does get the fly out to Matt Turn in center field for the first out. So he goes 1 1/3. Gives up the 1 earned run. Hit 2 batters, though. Struck out 1, but he just really kept missing high and inside. And that's what caused him to hit a couple batters. He couldn't really control the strike zone too much, as saw a lot of 1-0, 2-0 counts. Didn't walk anybody, but still hit 2. So there will be a new pitcher on to face Zion Williams. Connor Stewart, if one of them is to get on, it'll be Tyler Harries, the 3rd guy in the lineup here for the Pickles. New pitcher is Camden Oram. Camden Oram played for Linfield College under Dan Spencer. Also played last year for Linfield under Spencer and Carl Johnson when he was there in 2024 as an assistant coach. Camden Oram just got here today, so meeting all of his new teammates today, and now has to pitch his way out of a man on second and 1 out. Currently in the transfer portal, though, after his senior season. He played 2 years with the Raptors. Interesting, he has left the dark side, otherwise known as the Raptors, and has come over to the Black Bears for this season. with the Raptors. He had a 2.28 ERA in 19 innings last season. Pitched against Cowlitz on July 28th. 2.2 innings, had 1 earned run, gave up 3 hits, struck out 2. He got the win in a 10-6 victory over Cowlitz. Also pitched in the playoffs where he gave up 3 runs in an inning and a third against Corvallis in their series. 2023 with the Raptors, he had a 3.7 ERA in 51 innings, so he threw a lot more for Ridgefield in 2023, but did still only pitch 1 game against Cowlitz, 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, 6 hits, walked 1 and struck out 1. He also went 2 for 10 in 5 games on the offensive side of the ball. Here he is now in his Black Bears debut. Throw back to second for a pickoff. Back there safely is Glasgow. So we will have to wait on the first pitch of Orem's Black Bears career. Facing off against Zion Williams, who singled in his first at-bat, grounded out to short in the third. Big lead at second, Glasgow. Throw back to second again, and that's going to get into center field. Glasgow is going to advance another 90 feet, and he'll take third here. A big extra 90 feet for the Pickles, as there is only 1 out. Anything too far into the outfield will score him. As Orem, before he even throws a pitch, has an error. First pitch is outside for ball 1. That is the 3rd error of the day for the Black Bears. All of them have come into play here, and this one has Glasgow 90 feet away with 1 out. Tried to frame it, Carmona behind the dish, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-0. Orem majoring in management. Just management, I guess. General management. 2-0 is outside, and it's 3-0. So he's yet to throw a strike right now. He's before Linfield. He was actually here at David Story Field playing for Lower Columbia in 2022 and 2023, as that one's into center field for a base hit. Scoring easily is Glasgow, and that error comes back to bite him once again, as it's 6-0 Pickles. The RBI single from Zion Williams, his 2nd RBI single of the game. Chairs out in the bullpen being raised. Portland won this season series against the Black Bears last season 4-2, as Cowlitz ended the season 21-33. First pitch to Connor Stewart's in there for strike 1. Connor Stewart got hit on the arm with a pitch in last inning's at-bat against Matt Champion. Struck out swinging in the first inning against Alex Buchanan. Skied into shallow right field. Win, and Weinfeld converging. It'll be Weinfeld to make the running grab for the 2nd out. So 2 outs now, runner on first in Zion Williams after the RBI single, and it'll be Tyler Harry stepping up to the plate. That run we charged to Champion, even though it will be unearned after the error on the pickoff from Orem. First pitch here to Harries. Ripped foul down the third base line. Harries went to Decatur High School, was named a first-team All-League selection, and named the team MVP after hitting .429 in his senior season. 18 hits in 13 games. Ended up committing to Centralia, played there for 2 years, and was at San Francisco. Pickoff move just gets back safely. Is Zion Williams, and it didn't seem like the crowd really liked that one. The crowd does have a lot of Portland Pickles fans, though. They're known to be one of the better traveling fan bases in the West Coast League. And they do have David Story Field quite packed out here for the home opener. 0-1, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. That one hits the zone for strike 2. Six runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Pickles. 0 runs, 1 hit, 3 errors for the Black Bears, playing some fairly sloppy defense. Now the 0-2 to Harries. Popped up off the end of the bat, back into the infield. Someone's going to have to call it, and it'll be Sam Davidson. He'll make the grab. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th, but a run comes in on another Zion Williams RBI single. We're into the bottom of the 5th. The Pickles lead it 6-0.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, after this 3-game series, the Pickles travel back home to take on the Corvallis Knights in a battle between the past 2 champions. The Cowlitz Black Bears will stay home and take on the Northwest Star Nighthawks in a couple exhibition games on June 3rd and June 5th. June 3rd is the first $3 Tuesday of the season, so make sure you come down to David Story Field and get yourself a little bit of a discount. But now we're here in the bottom of the 5th as there's a new pitcher in for the Portland Pickles. It'll be Ryder Edwards. First pitch to Matt Champion is popped up. Second base way as P.D. Soto Jr. runs all the way across second base to make the grab for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the new pitcher, Edwards. And that'll bring up Blake Mattern. So 2 base runners this entire game through 4 1/3 for the Black Bears. The Nelson walk, the Finnegan Stewart single, the only 2 base runners. Mattern showing bunts again, pulls it back, but it's called strike 1. Ryder Edwards went to George Fox University this past season. His junior year had a 2.29 ERA in 39.1 innings pitched. Swung on and missed. There gets foul tipped into the glove of Stewart behind the dish, and it's 0-2. Ryder Edwards played with the Pickles last year, one of the 12 returners for this championship squad from last season. That one's fouled off for, well, we'll keep it at 0-2. With the Pickles in 2024 was with the Raptors in 2023. Only pitched 3.2 innings. Give up 5 earned runs, 6 hits. For Portland last year at a 1.92 ERA in 18 innings. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball. Another foul tip into the glove as that'll be strike 3, a swinging strikeout for Blake Mattern. And there's quickly 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Edwards' fastball tops out at 93, usually 90 to 92. Has a cutter at 85 to 88 miles per hour as a slider. And a forkball, 78 to 79, as we'll see a pinch hitter for the second baseman, Cade Wynn. Looks like it'll be number 36, Paxton Bigby. Bigby played for Shoreline College in his sophomore season this past year. First pitch is high and outside for ball 1. Bigby also just got here today. Bigby hit .343, 60 hits in 48 games for Shoreline. Made it to the first team All-NWAC and the first team NWAC North Division. Fouls that one back, and it's 1-1. Was with Shoreline in 2025 this season and in 2024 last year. Ryder Edwards also made an all-NWAC team for George Fox. He made the conference second team. 1-1, hits the zone for strike 2. With the Pickles last year, he pitched 2 games versus the Black Bears. First one on June 20th where he walked 2 in 0.0 innings pitched, and then on July 30th, pitched 4 innings, didn't give up a run, 2 hits and 3 strikeouts in a 7-2 victory. That one's popped up foul territory. Converging on it is Harries. Slides, and he can't make the catch. Stewart and Harries communicated, and Harries tried for it. He slid, and it just landed in front of him. Good saving grace here for Big B as it's 1-2. Edwards in the playoffs pitched a game versus the Bend Elks on August 11th, gave up 2 hits, 1 earned. Hits that one in the dirt, gets past Stewart. Not much has gone past Stewart so far in this one. Having a pretty good game behind the dish defensively, but that one gets a little past him. No one on, though, so not too much urgency from him as it's 2-2 here. Here's the pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again at 2-2. Edwards from Palmdale, California, went to Paraclete High School. Stands at 6'2", 185 pounds. Bit of a smaller frame. Can still throw some good gas at 93. Here's the 2-2. Another one fouled back to the same spot. He's fouled 2 back to the same spot on that screen in back-to-back pitches, and it's still 2-2. Bigby from Snohomish, Washington. Went to Glacier Peak High School. 2-2. Grounder to first. Naone's got it, tosses it to Edwards at first. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Pickles pitching. We head to the top of the 6th. Portland leads it 6-0.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special editions, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Black Bears match up against other West Coast League rivals for the championship. Got 2 more games here this season, this weekend versus the Portland Pickles. Make sure to come out to David Story Field. Some great weather as the first pitch from Orem to Petey Soto Jr. goes back to the screen after bouncing off Carmona's glove. Down and away again, and it's 2-0. Soto Jr. has reached in both of his at-bats, singling in the second, getting hit by a pitch in the fourth, and it looks like he's one ball away from getting on for a third different time with a walk. 3-0 here now for Orem in his second inning. Replaced Matt Champion on the mound after he hit 2 batters, gave up 2 runs. That one's in the zone for strike 1, and Soto was taking all the way. I wonder how many 3-0 swings we're going to see in this season. 3-1. Just outside, and that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Petey Soto Jr., and that'll bring up the top of the lineup and Kevin Smith. Third straight inning that the leadoff man has gotten on for the Portland Pickles. They've scored 3 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and now the leadoff man on, Soto Jr. He got picked off already once in this game from Buchanan after singling in the second. Does have some speed, though, as he takes a decent lead. Showing bunt is Smith, pulls it back, and it's called ball 1. Smith currently at a 1 for 2, had a walk in the first, came around to score the first Portland Pickles run. Grounded out to third in the second, singled in the fourth as he drops down the bunt. That'll go foul. We've seen a lot of bunts so far in the first 2 games of the season here. Cowlitz had 2 good bunt singles from Matt Turn and Nicky Garitano yesterday against Ridgefield, and now a lot of bunts being shown and a few being dropped in this one so far. Throw back to first, and it's another close one, but still called safe. Soto gets back safely. I'm sure he's a little bit more on edge after getting picked off in the second inning. Still a speed threat on first. Smith now, the 1-1, shows bunt again, and he'll drop it down back to the pitcher. Orem, he'll throw on to first. And a successful sacrifice for Kevin Smith as Soto Jr. will take second. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Kyle McDaniel dropped a bunt of his own in his last at-bat. Another sacrifice hit for the Portland Pickles offense as he will try and score Soto. And he singles. Soto does have the speed to come around and score that 7th Pickles run. First pitch in the dirt. Good block from Carmona. Saves Soto from taking another 90 feet as it is 1-0. McDaniel also flew out to center in the third and singled in the first. One of the 7 base hits here for the Pickles. 1-0. Inside, 2-0. McDaniel, even though he's from Nevada, is a Minnesota Twins fan, which is very interesting. Majoring in general studies. Inside again, and it's 3-0. So Cowlitz pitching has already given up 6 free bases, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches. 1 ball away from a 7th here as it's 3-0. That one hits the zone and it's strike 1. Another good take on 3-0. First from Soto Jr., now from McDaniel. McDaniel also played in the Alaskan League with the Kenai Peninsula Oilers in 2024. 3-1. That one hits the inside corner for strike 2. So now doing a good job of controlling the zone is Orem against McDaniel. 3-2 offering. Grounder up the middle. That'll be the replacement. Bigby makes the grab at second, throws it to first for the second out. It's actually Bigby at first. Nicky Garitano has moved to second base, so they've switched places. So it was Garitano on the grounder to Bigby at first. And now with 2 outs, runner 90 feet away in Soto Jr., and it'll be Case Naoni taking strike 1. Garitano moves to second. That's normally where he does play, but had him playing first for the first couple games so far this season, as Naoni will take strike 2. Naoni played for Lynn Benton in 2024 before going to Utah Tech. Lynn Benton won the NWAC this season. So that one's outside for ball 1. Lynn Benton seems to have been forming a little NWAC dynasty as they've won a lot of championships in the past few years. He hit .241 in 24 with them. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball. Carmona tags Naoni. Makes a throw to first just to be safe, but that'll do it. A scoreless frame for the first time since the 3rd inning. But the Black Bears still down 6. Their offense needing to get something going heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Come out to David Story Field this weekend, as tomorrow, May 31st, is going to be a rally towel giveaway for the first 450 fans to come to David Story Field. Remember, it's David Story Field in Longview, Washington. Get your rally towel tomorrow, Saturday, May 31st. On Sunday, kids get in free, presented by Peace Health and the Daily News, Sunday, June 1st. Nicky Garitano leads off here, the 9-hitter. His second at-bat here in the bottom of the 6th, facing off against Ryder Edwards in another inning of work for him. He'll take strike 1. Garitano has flown out to center in his first at-bat. Still only 1 hit on the board for the Black Bears. That one's fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2. Garitano hit .393. Small sample size, only 14 games, but got 11 hits in those 14. Flies that one out to right field as it will be Schleichart calling off everybody and making the running grab for out number 1. Leadoff man Trent Wainfeld will step up to the plate for his third at-bat of the game. He is 0 for 2, flew out to center in the first, grounded out to third in the third. Still one hit, the single by Finn Stewart in the fourth. So that one's high for ball 1. Sun is starting to set and the clouds are coming in a little bit. It was a lot warmer earlier today at around 80 degrees. 1-0 is high for ball 2. Wainfield's been at Linfield for his entire collegiate career. First time playing in the WCL, though. 2-0. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back. Almost hit Nelson in the on-deck circle as it's 2-2. Edwards, 3.55 ERA in 2023 with George Fox, 1.41 in 2024. This is the first team All-Northwest Conference as he gets Weinfeld swinging, and that's the second out. So that's the 6th straight hitter for Cowlitz that has gotten out, as Tyler Nelson will try to end that streak of 6 straight retired. As he is 0 for 1 with a walk. He is one of the 2 base runners that Cowlitz has had so far today. Nobody on the Black Bears has reached second base in this game. Swung on and missed at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Tyler Nelson played football, basketball, and golf, a 4-sport athlete in high school, as he fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. Was at Utah State Eastern before going to Rogers State. High school senior year, hit 343 in 15 games, and he was a two-way player in his sophomore season, hitting .409, getting 36 hits, and also pitching a 3.26 ERA in 43 innings. 0-2 swung on and missed. Dominant pitching performance from the Portland Pickles as they mow down the Black Bears lineup once again as we head to the 7th. The Pickles leading it by 6.
You know what it takes to be successful. When you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do, bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Welcome to the top of the 7th, where the Pickles lead at 6-0 in the home opener here at David Story Field. It's the 15th season of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball, and we'll be celebrating the 15th season all season long, especially with the Throwback Thursdays that are every Thursday home game. The first one being on June 5th against the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Make sure to come over to David Story Field to experience the throwback. Orem's first pitch was out to the backstop. Second pitch is in the zone, and it's 1-1 to leadoff man Bryson Glasgow. Glasgow hit a double in his last at-bat. Didn't really amount to anything, though, as that one's called on the outside for strike 2. Glasgow with the double, the hit by pitch in the third and grounded out to second. That one's chopped to third as Davidson makes the throw. Nice pick over there at first by Bigby, and that's the first out. Davidson has had some pretty good plays defensively so far in this one, as Schleichart will come up for his 4th at-bat here in the top of the 7th. First pitch breaking ball down low near the turf for ball 1. Schleichart has a single and a stolen base, a walk, and a fly out to center field in Matt Turn. Here's the 1-0. Popped up on the infield. It looks like it'll be Tyler Nelson calling everybody off and making the grab for out number 2. So quickly 2 outs here in Orem's 3rd inning. He's been pitching pretty well. Leadoff walk to P.D. Soto Jr. has retired 5 straight since then. As now it'll be Zion Williams. He's got 2 RBI singles in this one. That one in the dirt. Carmona tried to pick it, wasn't able to grab it as it rolls toward the Black Bears dugout. It's 1-0. Nice breaking ball gets Williams to swing and miss, and it is 1-1. Williams from University Place, Washington, played with the Seattle Blackfins in 2022 and 2023. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another big whiff for Williams, and it's 1-2. One pitch away from the first 1-2-3 inning since the second for the Pickles offense. Here's the 1-2. Orem kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. A great pitch from Orem. Gets him swinging at a pitch in the dirt. A nice 1-2-3 for Orem in his 3rd inning. It's time to stretch here at David Story Field. The Pickles lead it 6-0.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. WeatherGuard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call WeatherGuard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Bottom 7 here at David Story Field. It'll be Jose Carmona Jr., Finnegan Stewart, and Sam Davidson to lead off here in the bottom of the 7th. Mark Magdaleno, the head coach for the Pickles, riding the hot hand, and Ryder Edwards is still out there for another inning. He has retired 6 straight to start this outing, as Finnegan Stewart's single in the 4th is the last time somebody for the Black Bears offense has gotten on base. That's the only hit of the game for Cowlitz. First pitch to Carmona is inside for ball 1. Magdaleno was the coach last season when they won the championship, and he has been there for 10 seasons now since they were the Gresham Grey Wolves. Another one down low, and it's 2-0. Magdaleno was a assistant coach at Ventura College, there's a lot of head coaching gigs in the high school realm. Was the manager of the Alexandria Beetles of the Northwoods League in 2005. Went back to assistant coaching as that one's fouled back and out of play for strike 1. Couple more high school head coaching gigs until he became the manager. Head coach at Clark Community College down the street in Vancouver, Washington, and that's where he is today in 2025. Also 10 seasons here with the Pickles. That one's fouled back. I'd like to think Coach Magdaleno is, at this point, very used to the shenanigans that goes on at the 9-inning fever dream that is Walker Stadium in Portland. We'll be heading there. The Black Bears will be playing the Pickles at Walker Stadium July 1st through the 3rd, the weekend before July 4th. 2-2s inside, and the count runs full. Carmona has grounded out to second twice, once in the 1st and once in the 4th. 3-2. It's the inside edge, and that's strike 3 called. Carmona goes down looking, and that's the 7th straight batter retired here for Edwards in this outing. Now it's Finn Stewart, his 3rd at-bat. He has the only hit of the game, has a single in the 4th. Nothing came of it, though, as it's still 6-0 Portland here in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch is low for ball 1. Fouled back and out of play for strike 1. Finn Stewart's from Newport Beach, California. Grew up in Anaheim Hills. Went to Orange Lutheran High School. Only hit .250 in his senior season of high school last season in 2024, but hit .282 with Utah Tech in 53 games as a freshman starter for the Utah Tech Blazers. 1-1 skied into right field. Schleichart has a read on it, and he will make the easy grab for out number 2. Make that 8 straight retired to start Edwards' outing. After scoring 9 runs yesterday against Ridgefield, the Black Bears have gone completely silent on the offensive side of the ball. Versus Portland pitching. Brock Roundy started off the game. He went 4 innings, gave up only the 1 hit to Finn Stewart, walked 1, struck out 2, didn't give up a run. That one's high for ball 1 to Sam Davidson. Now Edwards so far through 2 2/3 doesn't have a hit given up or a earned run. Doesn't have a walk and has struck out 4. Here's the 1-0. Chopper to third. It's going to be a tough play for Harries again. He'll make the throw across, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. Harries makes a similar play that he did a couple innings back. Chopper to third. He's able to make the throw across the diamond as we head to the 8th. Portland Pickles lead at 6-0.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
6-0 Pickles as we head to the top of the 8th. We have a new catcher behind the dish for the Black Bears. It'll be Spencer Kowalski. Behind the dish for Camden Orem, who is still out there. He's been pitching pretty good for the Black Bears so far. His outing, he is 2.2 innings pitched, 1 hit given up, 0 earned runs, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So he's been pitching fairly well in his first start with the team in 2025. That was a good breaking ball in the zone for strike 1 to Connor Stewart. Stewart 0 for 2, has a strikeout, a fly out to right field, and a hit by pitch. Came around to score in the 4th. One of the 2 runs that scored in that inning. Breaking ball goes outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Kowalski also came in for Carmona Jr. yesterday in Ridgefield. He went 0 for 1, ended up scoring. That one bounces off his glove and back to the screen as it's 2-1. Kowalski played for Centralia College in 2025. Hit 160, went 21 for 131 in 43 games. That's grounded to third. Davidson's been busy out there, makes the long throw over to first, and Big B makes the grab for the first out. Tyler Harry's the next batter, as that is now 7 straight retired for Orem. So 7 straight for Orem, 10 straight for Edwards. This doesn't seem like either offense has really done much so far in these past couple innings, but Portland with the 6-0 lead after their offense kind of came alive early on in the game, as that one's in the zone for strike 1. Harry's, though, is 0 for 3. He has a ground out and 2 flyouts to the infield. Now already down 0-1. Pitch is fouled off out of play to the right. And it's 0-2. So Kowalski behind the plate from Salem, Oregon, went to Blanchett Catholic High School. He was at Centralia last year, but he only played 3 games due to a medical redshirt, so he was injured. And so he is technically a redshirt freshman. That one's in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Six runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Pickles. That skied foul off to the right. Might hit one of the buildings there at Lower Columbia College. It's off the roof. It was hit a pretty long way, but foul, and it stays 1-2. Also appears Gavin Poffenroth is in the game as well for the Bears on the defensive side of the ball, as that one's outside 2-2. Poffenroth in right field for Waynefeld, as he came in for Waynefeld yesterday against Ridgefield. Breaking ball's inside, and it's 3-2. Full count here, 1 out in the top of the 8th. 6-run lead for the Pickles. 3-2. Outside, and it's ball 4. He loses him. First base runner for the Pickles since the leadoff man, P.D. Soto Jr. got on with a walk in the top of the 6th, and now he is up once again here in the 8th. Soto Jr. has reached in all 3 of his at-bats, all from different ways, though. 1-for-1 has a single, a hit by a pitch, and a walk. First pitch is low to P.D. Soto Jr. I wonder what you call it if you get on 6 times, home run, triple, double, single, walk, hit by a pitch. You call that a super cycle? Has that ever happened before? I don't know. 1-0 to Soto's ripped foul down to the parking lot there for David Story Field, but it's 1-1. Runner on first in Harry's. Got on due to the walk. So after the 11 walks between both Ridgefield and Cowlitz in the game yesterday, good amount of walks here for Cowlitz in this one, as Harry's was about to start running, ends up going back to first after the fake back pick by Kowalski. Called a strike, though, and it's 1-2. Four walks today for Cowlitz pitching. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Good strikeout of P.D. Soto Jr. That's the first time he hasn't reached so far in this one. And it's the second out. Third strikeout of the day for Orem. 2 outs now, back to the top of the lineup. Kevin Smith, his 5th AB is coming up here, as he is 1 for 2. Sacrifice hit in his last at-bat in the 6th. Got P.D. Soto Jr. to second. He doesn't end up coming around, though. Good breaking ball in the zone for strike 1. Harry's on first. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 6-0 Portland. Beautiful sunset behind the stadium. Good view of the trees in the background and a building. Good framing by Kowalski. Gets the call, and it's 0-2. Good crowd on deck here for the home opener. Getting a bit chilly out here in Longview, Washington. 8:44 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 0-2 up the middle. Diving stop. Throw to second. Safe. Garitano, what an effort diving to make the grab, but just not able to catch Harry's. He makes it to second, and it's an infield single for Kevin Smith. Harry's made a really good read on that base running wise, as looked like it was going to go up the middle for a base hit. A really good diving stop from Garitano. He's been playing first all season, all 2 games of the season. Kyle McDaniel takes strike 1. 2 outs, 2 on. McDaniel has a single in the first. Otherwise, fly out, ground out, sacrifice hit. Sacrifice hit did end up coming around to score, though. 0-1. Foul back to the screen. It's 0-2. McDaniel in high school hit .554 his senior season, .548 his junior season, and .514 his sophomore season. Absolutely insane hitting from McDaniel. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block from Kowalski. And it's 1-2. Senior year of high school, Kyle McDaniel went 62 for 112 in 36 games, scored 50 runs, hit 20 doubles, and 13 triples. Only struck out 3 times in 112 at-bats. Absolutely consistent was McDaniel as he takes that one outside for ball 2. Scored another 50 runs in his junior season. Only 4 triples, so, you know, a little bit worse. But, you know, when you're hitting .548, can't really say it was that much worse. That one misses for ball 3, and it's a full count. Now both runners, Smith at first, Harry's at second, will both be running on this next one. Here we go, 3-2, full count, 2 outs. Pitch is hit into left field. That will be into the gap, but it will be a nice running catch from Finn Stewart out in left field. That will save a run or two as Orem gets out of it with a scoreless 8th. We head to the bottom half of the frame. Portland still leads it 6-0.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payment. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal with a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Bottom of the 8th, Matt Champion will lead the Black Bears off here in the bottom half. They have 6 outs to get 6 runs just to tie it. It will take a miracle for them to get out of this one and even get it to extra innings, but Champion will try and start a big rally here for the Black Bears as takes his stance. Ryder Edwards, after 3 perfect innings, is back out there for a 4th. First pitch in the zone for strike 1. Another newcomer on deck pinch hitting. It'll be Matt Priest. A lot of Matts on this team. That one is low for ball 1. Champion 0 for 2, struck out looking in the second. Flied out to the shortstop Soto Jr. in the 5th. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Three perfect innings for Ryder Edwards, 9 straight retired. 11 overall between Portland pitching. The last 11 hitters have all been retired, as that one's low for ball 2. Portland's got a 3-gamer after this series at home versus the Corvallis Knights. That's driven into right field. That's going to get down. A fair ball all the way to the wall. Champion trips and falls rounding first. That's the second time that's happened in this game as he dives back to first with a single. does not seem like anything's going right for the Bears offensively today, as Champion, just like Schleichhardt earlier in the game, trips rounding first. Something about that turf maybe they're not used to, as turf monster bit him, as Champion only has a single on a hit all the way to the wall. Either way, though, the second hit of the game for the Bears it's a good start, at least, as it'll be a pinch hitter. Number 26, Matt Priest, played for USC. Well, he didn't play for USC. He was on USC this past season for his freshman year. If he did play for USC, he would be currently in Corvallis playing at the NCAA regional, as USC played today versus TCU, and they won by a very large margin, 13-1 versus TCU in their first regional game. They move on to play the winner of St. Mary's and Oregon State, as second pickoff champions back there safely. So in on the first pitch to Priest in his season. And here it is. That one skied into center field, way back there at the track, and it will be ran down by Smith in center field. So on the first pitch, Priest sees. He hits it a pretty far way, but not far enough, as it's caught by Smith for the first out. And now it'll be Paxton Bigby, one of the other pinch hitters in this game. He took over for Cade Wynn, as Garetano moved to second from first, and he moved to first. One of the few lefty throwers on this team. So that was that hit by Champion, the first base runner allowed by Edwards in this one, the first hit allowed by Edwards in his outing of 3 1/3 so far. Roundy and Edwards have been pretty dominant against this Black Bears offense that seemed to be doing pretty well at the first game. They put up 9 runs. That one's fouled back all the way into stands. It looks like it might have hit off of something. Bigby in his first at-bat rounded out to first. Cade Wynn only got 1 at-bat, and he struck out looking. Another pick back to first. Maybe he would have been out if Naoni had caught the ball, or had held on to the ball, but he drops it, and it's back to first for Champion. Speaking of Garetano, he's on deck. High for ball 1. So the Black Bears, 0 runs, 2 hits, 3 errors. Still looking for that spark plug on the offensive side of the ball. 1-1. Down low, just misses, and it's 2-1. Two on, 1 out. Champion on first. He hit a ball all the way to the wall, but tripped rounding first and had to go back, as that one's popped up foul. Bigby so far in his 2 at-bats has done a really good job at fighting off pitches and staying in at-bats. So we remain at 2-2. Sky is a really nice blend of blue and yellow. A lot of clouds in the sky. As it's almost 9 and the sun sets on the home opener here May 30th, 2025. Another pickoff back to first. Champions back safely. Really intimidating on the base paths, apparently, as Champion. He's been thrown back to 3 or 4 times so far. 2-2's high for ball 3, so good at bat here for Bigby. Looking at the right pitches, fouling off the right pitches, and fighting in this at-bat, putting putting together some life for the Black Bears offense, who have only managed to get 3 runners on base. Still has not had anybody reach second yet. Another pickoff. Champion seems to be a bit annoyed that they keep throwing back, and he keeps having to go back. That's the 5th pickoff from Edwards. He doesn't really have that far of a lead off of first anyways. Another one fought off back to the screen. So a good long at-bat here for Bigby. 7th pitch of the at-bat. 3-2, 1 out. Maybe this has just felt like a long at-bat because of all the pickoffs, but Bigby is still up there. Trying to get on in any way, shape, or form. Trying to get somebody into scoring position for the Black Bears, down 6 here in the 8th. Here's the 3-2. Grounder, that's going to get to second. Throw to short, and that will be the leadoff runner. Champion retired. Bigby makes it to first on the fielder's choice. That's 2 outs here in the 8th. So Champion's out. Lead runner gets gunned down at second as Bigby's on first now, and it's Garitano for his 3rd AB here in the 8th. First pitch from Edwards is in the zone for strike 1. Garitano has flown out twice, one to center, one to right. Still nobody on the Black Bears has reached second base. Here's the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and it's quickly 0-2. So the walk from Champion flew out to center field, did Matt Priest in his first at-bat of the season, and then the fielder's choice by Bigby has him on first with 2 outs. And now the 0-2 to Garitano. Hits the outside corner for strike 3. Garitano goes down looking. That is the 5th strikeout for Edwards, and now he has gone through 4 scoreless. We head to the top of the 9th. The Pickles lead it 6-0.
You know what it takes to be successful when you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do. Bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Top of the 9th, the Pickles lead it 6-0. There's a new pitcher out on the mound for the Black Bears. It'll be Trig Barons. We did see him yesterday pitch a inning in 2/3, and he pitched a pretty good inning in 2/3. Didn't give up a run, didn't give up a hit, walked 1, didn't strike out anybody, but still got the win in the 9-2 victory versus Ridgefield out of Clark College down the street in Vancouver, Washington. Now pitching against his coach, Mark Magdaleno, after playing for him this season. It'll be Case Naoni, Bryson Glasgow, and Josh Schleichart. Leading things off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch is high for ball 1. Leone is 0 for 3. Had a sacrifice hit in the first, but has flown out to Matzern in center twice and has struck out in his last at-bat in the 6th. That one's drilled foul down the right field line, and it'll get out of play into the Black Bears bullpen. So Trig Behrens from Casper, Wyoming, came all the way here to Clark College and is now here in Longview pitching for the Black Bears. He had a 4.32 ERA, only 8.1 innings though in his freshman season with Clark College. 1-1's fouled back and out of play, and it's 1-2. Glasgow on deck. No substitutions for the Pickles today, at least so far, except for the pitching, as there's been a few pinch hitters for the Black Bears. That one's outside for ball 2. Well, Portland last year, 35 and 0 when trailing, or when leading after 8 innings. Never lost last season when leading after 8, as that one's inside for ball 3. That being said, never lost 36 and 0 when leading after 7. And they have a comfortable 6-0 lead here in the top of the 9th. Here's the 3-2, and that will get back to the screen as Case Naoni will sprint over to first. Thinks about going 2, but doesn't end up doing it, as he'll take ball 4. And the leadoff man is on with a walk. Bryson Glasgow steps up to the plate, as he has gotten hit by a pitch, has doubled, and has grounded out to second and third. Grounded out to third in the 7th, his last at-bat. Now is a runner on first here with nobody out. First pitch shows bunt, pops it up. Naoni dives. Behrens, what a grab. Great diving catch from Behrens. Tried for the sacrifice hit, but Behrens goes all out to grab that one, and Naoni will have to go back to first. Very good defensive play by Behrens. Pitchers are athletes too. Don't you forget. One out here, Naoni on first, and it's Schleichart. Throw back to first. Naoni's back in diving safely. Schleichart's got a single, a walk, a fly out to center, and a fly out to the shortstop, Tyler Nelson. 5th AB, first pitch, breaking ball, just misses inside for ball 1. Schleichart was born in Accra, Ghana, out in Africa, but grew up in Tigard, Oregon, went to Lake Ridge High School. He was a redshirt freshman at the University of Utah before transferring to Clark. Throw back to first again, and Naoni's back safely. So he was a redshirt at the University of Utah in 2021. Transferred to Clark College, played 2023 and 24 there. Then transferred to Vanguard. Played for the Pickles last year, but also played for the Northwoods League for the Battle Creek Battlejacks. That one's high and outside for ball 2. With the Battlejacks, he played 39 games. He played most of his games with the Battlejacks last season. Hit .216, 25 hits, 22 runs scored, as he takes one inside, almost hits him, and it's 3-0. Naoni on first. Schleichart, the 3-0. In the zone for strike one. Taking all the way once again for the Pickles is Schleichart. No, Naoni only stole 2 bags this season for Utah Tech in 41 games. There's a decent lead off of first, getting covered up there by Bigby, and he will throw back to first. Naoni's back in safely. Seen a lot of pickoff attempts from both teams here in this home opener at David Story Field. Schleichart, 23 years old, one of the few 23-year-olds in this league. Outside, and that's ball 4. So 2 walks in this inning for Barons. 1 to Naoni, 1 to Schleichart, as 2 on with 1 out here for Zion Williams. Williams is 2 for 4. He's got 2 RBI singles. As a replacement catcher, Spencer Kowalski wants to go talk to Barons about how to face Zion. Bit of a quick chat. No need for the infield or a coach. Just battery mates chatting it out. Spencer Kowalski back in his squatting position behind the dish. Zion Williams is ready for the first pitch. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Pickles lead at 6-0. Swung on and missed by Zion, and it's 0-1. Here is the 0-1. Swung on, foul to the screen. And it is 0-2. Williams had a 11-game hitting streak between April 5th and April 21st for Loyola Marymount. Was 17 for 44 in that 16-day stretch. Very good season, hit .310. 57 hits. 6 of them came in 2 games versus Seattle U on February 15th and 16th. That one's outside for ball 1. Another good series versus Gonzaga on May 2nd through the 4th, as he went 9 for 13. Drove in 2, hit 3 doubles, stole 3 bags, and scored twice. Here's the 1-2. Good breaking ball. It's hit up the middle. Nelson will step on the back himself and throw the first for 2. A good double play. Nelson doing it all himself, as that'll do it for the 9th. But a big comeback needed for the Black Bears. We head to the bottom of the 9th. The Bears needing 6 to tie, 7 to win it.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. WeatherGuard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call WeatherGuard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, tomorrow we'll be back here at David Story Field, where the Black Bears will take on the Pickles in Game 2 of the 3-game series. It'll be a rally towel giveaway, so make sure to come down to David Story Field and get yourself a rally towel. Bottom of the ninth, and it'll be a tall task for the Black Bears to try and come back in this one. But they will definitely try their best, as Gavin Poffenroth will lead off pinch hitting for Trent Rainfeld. Swings through the first one for strike one. Poffenroth went to Skagit Valley College. Played his freshman year this season. Hit 270, 43 hits in 44 games. Swings through that one, and it's quickly 0-2 for Poffenroth. Born in Vancouver, Washington. Not too far away from home is he here. Went to Skyview High School. Swing and a miss. 3 straight whiffs for Poffenroth as he goes down swinging. Edwards has his 6th strikeout. And yeah, by the way, he's still out there. Ryder Edwards still out there, his 5th inning, as Magdaleno still riding the hot hand, and I mean, it is working quite well, as Edwards has 4 innings, has only given up 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. The 6th was just for Poffenroth, as that one's outside for ball 1 to Tyler Nelson. Fouled back, and it's 1-1. Fouled off the mask of Stewart, and it's 1-2. I'll have to check on Stewart's mask. Very quick off the helmet. The facial structure for Stewart. That's protecting him from getting hit in the face with anything that gets fouled back, as well, it's 1-2 here with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Tyler Nelson is 0 for 2, has a walk, one of the 3 guys to get on here for the Black Bears. He fouls that one off, and it stays 1-2. Still nobody on Cowlitz's offense able to reach second base this whole game. Offense has gone completely quiet against a Portland pitching staff where they're one of the better staffs in the league last season. And they are showing that they might be one of the better ones this year as well. 1-2. Fouled back again, and we'll do it again. Six runs, 8 hits, no errors for Portland. Edwards is absolutely dominant. Same with Roundy, both of them only giving up 1 hit each. 0 earned runs and 2 outs away from shutting out the Black Bears here in their home opener. One, 2. Swung on and missed, and it's another strikeout, the 7th for Ryder Edwards in his outing, as he is mowing down the Black Bears offense, and the Pickles are 1 out away from a shutout. It all comes down to Spencer Kowalski in his first at-bat after taking over for Jose Carmona Jr. behind the dish at the catcher position. First pitch is in the zone for strike 1. 7 strikeouts, completely dominant for Ryder Edwards. Nothing that Cowlitz can really do regarding their opening day starter and reliever. That one's chopped to first. Naoni will tag the bag, and that'll do it. The Portland Pickles win their first game of the 2025 season by a score of 6-0. The Black Bears fall to 0-1. They lose the home opener. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Pickles. Some good dominant pitching from Roundy. 4 innings, 1 hit, 0 earned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. But Ryder Edwards, the big story, 5 innings, 1 hit, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 7 strikeouts. Cowlitz finishes with no runs on 2 hits, 3 errors. As the Pickles start the season off 1-0, Black Bears fall to 0-1. They will try to come back tomorrow with a win of their own at David Story Field, 6:35. We will see you then. For now, have a good night.